Hi, I'm Ann Garcia. As the college financial lady and author of How to Pay for College, I've helped thousands of families save millions of dollars on college. Today, I'm walking you through the process of completing the FAFSA online. This is the third video in this series, so if you haven't checked out the first two, you'll want to do that as well. Those will help you get all your documents together and get started in the process. The next section of the FAFSA that we're going to look at is demographic information. The FAFSA starts by determining whether or not the student is a dependent student for FAFSA purposes. Now, this is different from being a dependent student for tax purposes, but it does align pretty closely. So the student's going to answer questions about their own status. So, first and foremost, are they married? Do they have dependent children or other dependents? Now, important thing as always, I've mentioned this in the previous video, but make sure that you are filling out information for the correct person. You will add information about the student and you will also add information about the parent. In this case, it's asking about the student, but I know sometimes questions about having dependent children confuse parents when they're talking about their 17-year-old. So you hit continue, and then there are additional dependency questions. Is the student currently serving active duty in the military or a veteran? Are they an orphan in foster care or a ward of the court? An emancipated minor, or does someone other than a parent or step parent have legal guardianship of them? If none of those apply, then click none of the above and hit continue. Next, it'll ask if the student was homeless. Hopefully the answer to that is no. And then the FAFSA will tell you, gosh, it looks like you are a dependent student, and then you're given the option of providing information about your parents or being unable to provide information about your parents. Here's the thing about that. Only if you truly, as a student, are unable to provide information about your parents do you click that second button. It's going to create all kinds of roadblocks for you. So parents, do cooperate with your student on this and provide your information. So you'll hit continue. And now it's going to ask a little bit about your parents. And as always, the FAFSA always has tons of help. So I know, particularly in cases of students whose parents are divorced, it can be a little bit confusing who files the FAFSA. Here's how it works. If your parents live together, then they will both complete the FAFSA. If your parents are divorced or separated and you live primarily with one, that's the parent that files the FAFSA. If your parents are divorced or separated and the student divides their time equally between the parents, then the parent providing the most financial support is the one whose information is included in the FAFSA. Now, that is something that's for the FAFSA for the 2023-2024 school year, the version that you will fill out in the fall of 2022. In 2023, the FAFSA simplification changes will start to go into effect, and students whose parents are divorced will only provide the information of the parent who provides the larger amount of financial support, regardless of who they spend the most time with. So if the student's parents are married, I'm going to choose married here. And let's say they got married in January of 2000. Now you're going to enter your parents' information, social security number, initial, date of birth, and email address. Needless to say, that's not my email address. Since I said married, it's going to ask me for my second parent's information. And you can choose whoever you want to be parent one and parent two. It doesn't matter at all in the process. You'll both be included. Then it's going to ask some parent demographic questions. I'm going to say yes, they've lived there for 5 years. And now it's going to ask some questions about your family. So the first is, how many other dependent children do you have? So we've already counted the student. This is other siblings beside the student. So let's say the student has a brother. We'll put 1 in here. And then if the parents have any other dependents, people they support financially, maybe it's an elderly parent who lives at home with them, or some other relative or family member, or someone else. If that person qualifies as a dependent, they can be added here as well. This is telling me, based on this, our household size is 4. There's the student, 2 parents, and 1 other sibling. The next question I'll ask is, how many in the family will be in college? Now, this is another one of those questions that will go away in the FAFSA that you complete in 2023. The FAFSA will no longer look at how many students are attending college from the household. I'm going to go ahead and put 1 because I'm assuming if you're watching this video, it's because this is the first child you've had going to college. And so they will be your only college student right now. Okay, so that's all the demographic information. The next section that we're going to look at is financials. That's going to be my next video. So again, if you like this video, if you found it helpful, please like it and hit subscribe so that you'll get notified when the next video in this series comes out. I am also in this video series only talking about how to fill out the FAFSA. If you'd like to learn some strategies for reducing your expected family contribution on the FAFSA, improving your chances of getting need-based or merit scholarships, check out my online course, The College Financial Plan, at my website, howtopayforcollege.com. There's a discount code at the end of this video that'll get you 10% off on the course. Or check out my book, How to Pay for College, which is available from Amazon and bookstores everywhere. I'm Ann Garcia, the College Financial Lady and author of How to Pay for College. Thanks for watching.